Narcissists will cut ties completely after you do this one thing, because it could hurt them. Hey there, friends! Ever felt that burning desire to stick it to that self-absorbed nuisance who's been a constant thorn in your side? It's beyond frustrating, isn't it? You're boiling with rage, feeling like you've hit your breaking point. But guess what? I've got a sneaky little trick that might just blow your mind. Ready for it? It's called the no contact rule. Sure, you might have heard about it before, but let me tell you why it's an absolute game changer. You see, narcissists thrive on attention, validation, and admiration. It's like oxygen to their flame. But when you cut off their supply, it's like yanking the rug out from under their feet. Suddenly, they're left floundering, desperate for a hit to their fragile ego. Going no contact. It hits them where it hurts the most, right in their sense of self-importance. Imagine having all those ego-boosting goodies stripped away from you. It's a real gut punch, and they just can't handle it. And the cherry on top, going no contact. It's a piece of cake. Just walk away and don't even glance back. That's how you emerge victorious. So, my friends, resist the temptation to engage with a narcissist. Rise above the drama, safeguard your inner peace, and focus on your own healing. You deserve so much better than the pain they've put you through. And trust me, on the other side awaits happiness and joy, just waiting for you to claim them. Hey there, I've got a little treat just for you. Narcissism 101. Recognizing the red flags, breaking the chains, and taking back your life. This gem is chock full of all the tools you need to bounce back stronger. Simply click the link below and dive right in. Picture this. You've been dealing with a narcissist who's been a thorn in your side. But suddenly, they hit a snag, you. Your reactions fade, leaving them high and dry. They can't manipulate you like before. By cutting off their emotional supply, you reclaim control of your life, no strings attached. Now they're left hanging. They're used to people bending over backward for them, taking their energy for granted. But not anymore. When they realize you're no longer under their spell, it's a rude awakening. They can't handle it. You've reclaimed your sense of self. Bam! You've hit them where it hurts. Ever had your favorite treat snatched away? Makes you crave it even more, right? It's human nature. We want what's out of reach. Narcissists are no different. Cut off their emotional lifeline, and suddenly you're the forbidden fruit. They'll try everything. Texts, calls, or even sending their cronies to lure you back. Narcissists couldn't care less about your boundaries or personal space. All they want is what they desire. So when you pull away, they ramp up the pursuit. It's like their brain tells them the one thing they can't have is what they need the most. And for someone craving emotional validation, attention, and energy, that's a tough pill to swallow. These folks thrive on toying with your emotions. They scrutinize your every move, searching for any signs of attachment or affection. They'll push your buttons without a second thought, unaware of how invasive they're being. Their goal? To reel you back in at any cost. They'll try making you jealous or playing mind games, all in hopes of eliciting some emotion from you. Negative vibes like jealousy and anger are their go-to. Positive feelings are too fleeting for their liking, so they stick to what they know best. Negativity. It's a real head-scratcher, isn't it? They hunger for your attention, yet when they finally snag it, it's all negative vibes. So when they come knocking, remember, the real power lies in saying no. Taking back control of your emotional well-being slams the brakes on their game, giving you the upper hand once again. Ah, narcissists, the masters of bringing negativity into your life like it's their specialty. It's like they're programmed that way or something. Their motto seems to be, if I'm feeling down, you should be too. In their twisted logic, it's payback time, making you taste the same bitterness they do. If they catch a whiff of your happiness or success, jealousy kicks in pronto because they're not the star of the show. Then it's game on, a twisted competition you never signed up for. And if they sense they're losing, they'll ramp up the punishment to keep you under their thumb, playing mind games, toying with your emotions, all to assert their dominance. Why? Because for them, it's all about being king of the hill, calling the shots, and feeling like they're superior. It's like they're trying to fill a void from their childhood. So when you're in their orbit, they're pulling out all the stops to fit their distorted narrative. When you cut ties with a narcissist and stop catering to their emotional needs, it's like their whole world crumbles. They're left clueless about your feelings or your next move, which really throws them for a loop. Their entire interaction with you hinges on your reactions, which is seriously messed up. They're essentially pulling your strings to make you feel and behave as they please, and that's just plain cruel. But here's the twist. You could shower a narcissist with attention and validation all day long, and it still wouldn't be sufficient. They're like emotional vacuums, constantly craving validation. They rely on it to keep themselves afloat, which is seriously twisted when you stop to think about it. They'll drain you dry with their unending demands, always yearning for more from you. But you can't be at their beck and call 24/7. Sooner or later, you reach your breaking point, unable to keep up with their emotional needs, even though they'll keep stacking them up. It's a toxic cycle, and the harsh reality is, it won't change as long as they have a steady stream of emotional energy. And why should they bother about your happiness or their actions when they're getting everything they desire? It's a challenging situation to navigate, but the crux of the matter is, you must prioritize your own well-being. Escaping from a narcissistic relationship feels like finally stepping out of a perpetual thunderstorm. The aftermath lingers much longer than the relationship itself, far longer than you ever imagined possible. They had such a grip on you, it's like you've lost sight of your true self. The key to reclaiming your life and emerging from the shadows is to fully commit to no contact. Listen up, I'm dead serious. It's about as tough as it gets, but it's absolutely crucial for your own well-being. It's your chance to armor up and shield yourself from any further harm. Sure, it might get a bit messy, especially with shared business interests, assets, or custody arrangements in the mix. But trust me, it's doable. You don't owe them every ounce of your emotional energy any more than you owe your boss your entire life story. Keep your interactions strictly professional, sharing only what's absolutely necessary. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing they still have a hold over your emotions. That's like handing them a golden ticket to waltz right back into your life. Let me spill the beans. Narcissists are masters at burying their feelings deep down. They see emotions as a glaring vulnerability that could threaten their grip on power, and that's the last thing they want. It's all about control, pulling the strings behind the scenes, and scripting every single scenario. They have zero interest in building anything meaningful with you, despite any surface-level attempts to persuade you otherwise. To them, you're just a means to an end, a pawn to provide them with money, time, or that precious emotional validation. They couldn't care less about you as a person. In their warped reality, you're nothing more than a disposable tool to be used and discarded at their convenience. But here's the silver lining. There's a way out of this madness. You don't have to navigate this minefield alone or feel like you're stranded on an island. Help is within reach, and you can absolutely tap into it. Consider diving into my free courses or taking advantage of my one-on-one consultation recommendations. All the details are waiting for you in the description below. Don't soldier through this battle solo. There's a supportive tribe out there ready to rally around you. So let's kickstart your journey to healing and stride forward together. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another captivating episode. Prepare to explore the depths of your heart as we uncover whether it's truly closed off. Here's the scoop. Join me on a journey through the intricate maze of the narcissistic mind, where they often perceive themselves as helpless despite their outward facade of control. While your voice may seem small, their need for dominance knows no bounds. But fear not, for even in the darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of hope. Today, we're unveiling 10 spine-chilling scenarios that can send shivers down the spines of even the most fearless narcissists. These are the moments that strike at the very core of their ego-driven existence. So, buckle up for an exhilarating ride, because the insights you're about to uncover will equip you to navigate their cunning games with ease. This is an opportunity you can't afford to miss. Without further ado, let's dive into the 10 situations that can send a narcissist reeling in fear. 1. Challenging their authority. Have you ever found yourself entangled in the web of a narcissist's power trip? Refuse to participate in their manipulative schemes. Assert your independence and recognize the paramount importance of your own power. As you question their motives and embrace your autonomy, you'll send shockwaves through the narcissist's carefully constructed world. Their inability to elicit the desired response may lead to heightened aggression. Remember, narcissists excel at prioritizing their own interests and twisting situations to suit their needs. Stay vigilant, stand firm, and embrace your independence with unwavering resolve. 2. Refuse to feed their ego. Instead of feeding into the narcissist's craving for adoration, seek genuine love untainted by their distortions. Denying them constant praise disrupts the carefully constructed world they've built. Brace yourself for potential emotional outbursts and manipulation tactics when you withhold the adulation they seek. Remember, you cannot control their self-esteem, but you can strategically manage your interactions with them. By withholding excessive praise, you minimize the potential for emotional trauma. Your love, time, and energy are precious commodities that should be reserved for those who deserve them. Prioritize your well-being, establish firm boundaries, and prioritize self-care above all else. 3. Finding peace amid turmoil. In the midst of chaos, maintaining inner peace is paramount. Narcissists thrive on stirring up turmoil, deliberately creating conflict to assert control. Reclaim your sense of control by managing your emotional responses to their provocations. Expect them to deploy a range of manipulative tactics, including lies and exploitation. However, by refusing to engage in their games, you render their efforts futile. Diminish their influence by maintaining a disinterested stance and resisting the urge to participate in their manipulative schemes. Remember, you are nothing to those who do not enrich your life. A calm and composed demeanor sends a powerful message that their disruptive behavior holds no sway over your emotions. Strengthen your boundaries, reject negativity, and encourage introspection to foster a sense of serenity amidst the chaos. 4. Unraveling narcissistic fabrications. Have you ever found yourself ensnared in the intricate web of a narcissist's deceit? The facade they meticulously construct begins to crumble when subjected to scrutiny. Challenges to their false personas often elicit responses of anger, aggression, or fear. It's crucial to discern their negative traits, expose their authentic character, confront their harmful actions, and establish clear boundaries for your own well-being. 5. Breaking free from theatrical charades. Drama serves as oxygen to their existence. With cunning expertise, they weave intricate and chaotic narratives, wreaking havoc on emotional stability. Beneath their facade of confidence lies profound insecurity and a deep-seated need for validation. Drama becomes their tool for seeking attention and affirmation. It's imperative to set unwavering boundaries, refuse to participate in their twisted games, and send a clear message that you refuse to be a pawn in their theatrical productions. Liberating oneself from their presence is challenging, but complete disengagement is essential for long-term peace. Firmly reject any attempts to involve you and redirect your focus toward what truly matters. 6. Unmasking the mirage. Confronting the elusive reality hidden behind the veil of narcissistic falsehoods can be a daunting task. Confronting someone about lies is one thing, but when dealing with a narcissist, masters of distorting the truth, the challenge is amplified. Their deceptive prowess extends beyond mere emotions. Every tactic they employ serves their self-centered agenda. Exposing their manipulative behavior and confronting their grandiose illusions often triggers their defense mechanisms, as they vehemently avoid vulnerability to preserve their illusion of superiority. 7. Unveiling the narcissist's veil. Imagine the fear that grips a narcissist when their carefully crafted facade is threatened with exposure. Their sense of inflated superiority hinges on maintaining a flawless image in the public eye. When their facade is challenged, their ego shatters as they scramble to defend their illusion. Beneath the mask lies a vulnerable figure burdened by layers of deceit. Though confronting their inappropriate behavior may be uncomfortable, it unveils the true colors hidden beneath the surface. 8. Reclaiming sovereignty. Picture a narcissist consumed by an insatiable need for control. Their relentless demands drain your energy and chip away at your self-worth. It's imperative to reclaim your autonomy in the face of their manipulative tactics. Set clear boundaries, assert your authority, and refuse to allow them to diminish your sense of self. Your needs are valid, and it's essential to take control of your life and make choices that align with your desires. Remember, your life holds immeasurable worth. 9. Mastering the art of constructive feedback. When providing feedback to a narcissist, tread carefully. Criticizing their behavior, especially regarding their appearance, strikes at the heart of their deep-seated insecurities. Such comments can serve as a sensitive trigger, potentially damaging their fragile self-esteem and exposing the cracks in their facade. If offering feedback is necessary, choose your words thoughtfully, opting for a constructive approach devoid of judgmental tones. 10. Revealing the mirage of victimhood. Witnessing a loved one navigate challenges is already tough, but imagine dealing with a master manipulator like a narcissist. They excel in adopting the guise of a victim, but it's crucial to understand that you're not accountable for their emotional well-being. When faced with criticism, they seek validation while sidestepping any acknowledgement of their flaws. Remember, sacrificing your emotional safety is not a prerequisite, and you're not obligated to fix someone who refuses to mend themselves. Delving into the complex maze of human connections, particularly with a narcissist, reveals a vivid array of emotions and behaviors. The climax of turmoil arrives where the narcissist realizes you've unequivocally terminated the relationship, severing ties with no intention of reconciliation. This stark reality strips them of control as their main source of validation evaporates, hurling them into an unfamiliar abyss of chaos. Post-disclosure, their world descends into disarray, overwhelmed by a profound sense of loss and rejection that surpasses their emotional capacity. Unable to cope, they embark on a tumultuous journey, striving futilely to reclaim dominance through manipulation, explosive fits of rage, or a facade of indifference masking their inner turmoil. Comprehending these intricacies becomes vital for those who have enacted the final discard. It arms them with the necessary tools to navigate the turbulent aftermath adeptly. Following sections will explore the nuanced behaviors displayed by narcissists in response to such circumstances. Safeguarding one's well-being in the face of this pivotal decision becomes paramount, and strategies for self-protection during this arduous period will be examined. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with anyone facing similar challenges. Together, we can emerge stronger from the complexities of dealing with narcissists. Narcissists, lacking insight and foresight, fail to understand the toll their mistreatment takes on your well-being. Unaware that you might awaken to the cycle of abuse and choose to break free, they rely on persuasive tactics to convince you of your indispensability. However, the sudden realization that ties have been severed can trigger reactions bordering on hysteria, resulting in a range of behaviors. Initiating a final discard is like metaphorically plunging someone underwater with scuba gear. Just as a twisted cord presents obstacles for a scuba diver, the narcissist encounters the tangled consequences of their actions. Welcome back to our channel. Ever experienced the silent treatment? It's a favorite tactic of narcissists, a form of psychological warfare aimed at belittling you and pretending you're insignificant. While there are myriad ways to retaliate against narcissists, silence reigns supreme as the most potent weapon. Indeed, the mightiest vengeance often whispers. Stick around as I unveil 7 compelling reasons why silence is the ultimate retribution against narcissists. First off, giving them the silent treatment triggers profound feelings of abandonment. Narcissists excel at manipulation, but recoil from accountability and vulnerability. Basking in attention and adulation fuels their ego. When met with silence, they confront their own guilt and shame. Well-deserved consequences. Denying them communication hits where it hurts most. Their sense of control and power. By refusing to engage, you diminish their influence over you. Narcissists anticipate retaliation or confrontation from those they've wronged. Defying this expectation by maintaining silence keeps them off balance and intrigued. Given their track record, leaving them in a perpetual state of uncertainty is the ultimate payback. That's why silence speaks volumes in dealing with narcissists. Here's another compelling reason why silence is a potent tool. It leaves narcissists feeling profoundly unloved. These self-absorbed individuals prioritize their own desires and self-image over others' feelings. Attempting to retaliate by airing grievances on social media may backfire, tarnishing your reputation more than theirs. Admittedly, the urge to strike back when hurt is strong. But what's the most effective approach? While some view the silent treatment as punishment or control, it's more about expressing pent-up rage or frustration. As a non-verbal expression, it communicates the emotional impact of their actions without resorting to verbal attacks. Giving a narcissist the silent treatment delivers a clear message. Their presence in your life is no longer valued. This hits them where it hurts, triggering feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation, so denying them both forces them to confront their deepest insecurities. By withholding attention, you undermine their sense of self-worth and challenge their need for constant validation. It's a subtle yet powerful way to retaliate against their toxic behavior. Now on to the third compelling reason. Administering the silent treatment to a narcissist can induce intense feelings of rejection in them. This tactic is exceptionally potent because it strikes at the core of their vulnerability. Despite projecting strength outwardly, narcissists harbor fragile egos and possess low self-esteem, rendering them hypersensitive to criticism and rejection. Narcissists relentlessly pursue the facade of perfection and cannot tolerate the slightest hint of imperfection or refusal. A resounding no shatters their illusion of invincibility, eliciting feelings of anger and resentment towards others or themselves. Their inflated sense of entitlement blinds them to the validity of others' emotions and needs. The silent treatment stands as a simple yet effective method of retaliation because it requires minimal effort on your part. You need not expend time and energy devising elaborate schemes to hurt the narcissist. Instead, it entails withholding communication, a silent but forceful act of defiance capable of exerting a profound impact on the narcissist's psyche. Their ability to control and manipulate dwindles when confronted with the silent treatment. This approach stands out as the most potent means of retaliation against narcissists, as it strips away their power to coerce and influence others. Narcissists derive pleasure from bending others to their will, employing a repertoire of manipulation tactics aimed at eliciting sympathy or guilt, such as portraying themselves as victims or casting blame on others for purportedly hurting their feelings. Manipulation comes naturally to narcissists, as they are indifferent to the emotions of others, prioritizing the preservation of their own image above all else. They adeptly twist narratives to cast themselves as the aggrieved party, employing phrases like, "I'm hurt," or "You hurt me," to manipulate emotions and garner sympathy. Accustomed to getting their way, narcissists find their tactics ineffective in the face of silence. With all lines of communication severed, they are unable to sway the resolve of those who have ceased all interaction. The realization of their impotence and vulnerability engenders feelings of frustration and helplessness in narcissists, precisely the outcome sought in retaliation. Confronted with their own weakness and the assertion of your power, they grapple with a sense of powerlessness, a fitting response to their transgressions. The silent treatment serves as the fifth testament to their insignificance. Individuals like narcissists harbor a profound self-centeredness, believing that others should bend to their will. They perpetually inflate their own importance, deeming themselves superior to all. Should anyone dare to oppose their desires, they readily mete out punishment without a second thought. Narcissists excel at belittling others, diminishing their sense of worth and fostering dependence. Their adeptness with words enables them to manipulate and deceive, indifferent to the feelings and desires of others. Their sole objective is self-gratification, regardless of the collateral damage inflicted upon those around them. Yet, the silent treatment punctures their illusion of grandiosity, delivering a resounding blow to their perceived importance. For narcissists, it broadcasts a clear message. Their significance is far less than they imagine. It signals your liberation from their influence, stripping them of their hold over you. With a modicum of self-restraint and determination, you wield these tools to demonstrate the agony of being forgotten by someone once deemed vital in their life. This realization serves as a potent rebuke, reminding narcissists that they do not occupy the center of your universe. Now onto the sixth revelation. The silent treatment serves as a powerful declaration that you simply don't care about them. This approach stands as the pinnacle of vengeance against narcissists, for it portrays them as insignificant. Narcissists frequently struggle to grasp the concept that others have emotions and cannot be manipulated for their own gain without repercussions. It's akin to delivering a slap in the face, signifying your indifference to their actions. This act serves as a wake-up call, asserting that you refuse to be a pawn in their game. The silent treatment renders them powerless, as your emotions dictate their actions, a sensation unfamiliar to their usual sense of control. By employing this tactic, you demonstrate to the narcissist that they do not hold sway over your feelings. You convey that their presence in your life is dispensable and their emotions hold no sway over you by refusing to engage with them. This fosters a sense of neglect and apathy in them, mirroring the emotions they so callously inflict upon others. As a result, this mode of retribution carries significant weight, for it forces the narcissist to confront the same sense of worthlessness and disregard that they frequently bestow upon others. And finally, the seventh revelation, employing the silent treatment, underscores that you prioritize your self-worth above theirs. Narcissistic individuals often harbor an inflated sense of superiority, believing others should consider themselves fortunate to receive their attention. However, receiving the silent treatment from you forces them to recognize that you hold yourself in higher regard than they could fathom. The silent treatment is effective because it conveys a clear message. Their conduct is intolerable. It communicates your refusal to engage in their manipulative games and signals your readiness to prioritize your own well-being. This shift in dynamics, where your needs take precedence over their desires, can unsettle a narcissist. Consequently, they must confront the reality that their perceived perfection is merely an illusion. In essence, the most potent way to retaliate against a narcissist is to demonstrate that you prioritize self-care and self-respect above their opinion of you. This victory lies in affirming your self-value and self-respect. Ever wondered if employing the silent treatment makes you selfish, prioritizing your needs above all else? While it may seem that way, it's not necessarily a negative trait. It demonstrates a recognition of the importance of self-care and self-value. Employing the silent treatment is, in fact, the most effective retaliation against narcissists. It's my way of exacting revenge on those who have wronged me, a simple yet potent form of retribution. Moreover, it allows you to redirect your focus onto other aspects of your life, alleviating the burden of hurt. Opting for silence over dialogue can be a significant act of self-preservation. Narcissists struggle with this form of communication because it fails to fulfill their constant craving for drama and attention. Given their insatiable desire to be at the forefront of every situation, this unexpected response is likely to unsettle them, forcing them to reevaluate their behavior. Have you ever employed the silent treatment against a narcissist who wronged you? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.